Couldn't even finish the end. Yeah. Oh boy. Sorry about all these interruptions. I really should just redo these last several ones if I can. Okay, still, it's a very, very fun game. So not nearly as cat-like as Stray, but still cat people nonetheless. Aliens, space cats, lombaxes, endangered species, fighting robots, good stuff. Yeah, I really like the my little sluggy buddy. The what do you call them? They're slugs, but they're very fast. That's funny. Speedles and the dragons. I like the big variety of weapons. How you can really use just about all of them in every circumstance. There's a few I didn't find useful, but I just might not have known how to use them. I like those lizard guys, the surfer dudes, the robot pirates. It was all real fun. And I like how you could use your special weapons even against big bosses. It didn't make it too easy, but it, it made it so you could utilize everything. I like the collectibles. A few of them are a little hard to get, but that's to be expected. That's part of the challenge. I like the fast-paced, nature of the story moving forward. I liked the little robot buddies, little side missions with Glitch, especially the little side missions with the anomalies. That was really cool puzzle solving. None of it too hard, but that's okay. I like the arena challenges. They had just enough side stuff to flesh it out, but not too much to where it felt cheap. Main story moved just fast enough, and all in all, it's basically an action game with some platforming, some RPG elements, but mostly a fast run-and-gun third-person shooter in a kind of family-friendly, cartoony way. And it was good stuff. If you like Splatoon, if you like Metroid, you might like this. So, first Ratchet Clank game I've ever played, and yeah, it was good enough so I might go back at some point in my life. I rarely do lately. Go back and play older video games at this point, even though there's classics I love. I'm a Super Nintendo guy. That was my sort of, teenage years generation. The point where a new system was coming out that I was most excited about, and played most games during that era. I love a lot of old games, but I tend to just play new ones now. And by the time I get a few games, and maybe I haven't played one or two of them, a new system comes out. And I'm just on to the new stuff. don't know if I'm going to keep streaming or not. I think I've run out of cat-like games to play to where this music is hilarious. To where the gimmick of a cat caregiver playing these games would be interesting to anyone. So I've got the old Horizon Zero Dawn to play. I've got Ghost of Tsushima. I've got Dying Light. Two Spider-Man games that came with one package, one disc, and then it gave you a download of the other one. I think it's Miles Morales, and then some other Spider-Man. Sackboy, which I think is like Little Big Planet. Yeah, a lot of games to play, so I don't know if I'll stream anymore. But nonetheless, I'm enjoying the PlayStation 5, and there's a ton of new games coming out for Switch that I'm interested in. Don't know if that one's easy to stream on or not. I haven't ever tried it. But if I don't see y'all online playing games, I'll just be offline playing games. Alright, thank you to anyone who's watched and commented. And I might be out there watching your stuff. See, this is like a Disney movie. These funny songs and everything. The excellent artwork. I can't believe everyone in the world doesn't think video games are art. They absolutely are. Alright, I want to see what happens after the credits. Does it let you go back into the worlds and play more? Does it really matter that much? You don't need nearly all the upgrades to beat that game. It was not very difficult. I didn't 100% it, but I'd say I 90% it. And the coolest thing about this game is it's one of them that got me interested in buying a PS5. Because the way you just walk into different portals and load into different dimensions, like, instantly, I don't think that would have been possible on the last generation. It's these solid-state drives in the new systems, especially the PS5, that have a really fast one, that make new gaming experiences possible. And that's something, I didn't see a big jump in the last two generations. As far as immersive experiences. I mean, of course there are, but it's less so than when I was a kid. And jumps in technology were significant, what you could do before versus after a new generation of game systems came out. The 80s and especially the 90s, the technology was accelerating in such a way where the possibilities went from Pac-Man to do like all seemingly it happened in just a few years. But these solid state drives, I'm very interested to see as this new generation continues to unfold. What more possibilities, can unfold as far as especially big open world games or just fast-paced action without any loading screens, and that's pretty much what I experienced with this one. There's no dead time. You just went from one thing to the next, and you're just playing a game. You're not waiting for a screen to load, and I really like that. Also, it allows the developers, to make a game in such a way where they don't have to force a tunnel or a doorway or something into the gameplay where there's a chance to load the new assets, load the new worlds. It's just all right there. And Nintendo did a great job with that with Breath of the Wild. Things would load dynamically in the background. Of course you could notice them, but it was fine. And the only time you really had to load was when you were warping or going into one of the shrines. And with this new technology, the Switch 2, whatever it's going to be called, whenever it comes out, they have to have a solid state drive. If they don't, I don't know what they're doing. Because if they can make Breath of the Wild, it was made for Wii U, really. They just kind of held it back for the Switch's launch, so it was designed for Wii U. So if the game can run that beautifully on a system that old, and even underpowered for its time, I would love to see what Nintendo could do on a PS5. That would be amazing. Or on the Switch 2, if it's powerful enough. It won't be powerful as a PS5, but they could possibly put a solid state drive in it, I guess. I don't know. Bristol, Campbell, and Dublin, okay. And it looks like PlayStation. I don't know if they're making the stuff in Europe or they just have some offices there. It's pretty cool. Look at all this bandwidth I'm wasting in the world letting these credits roll instead of hitting skip. Do we really need all the business stuff? Can we make a new rule that credits are only for people who do things artistically, and people in business and HR type positions, they already get paid enough, they don't need credits? I'm being a real dreamer here, but marketing people, we don't. Ooh, we just want to see the artist names. These marketing and these managers, they already get to run the world and get all the money. They don't need all the credit too. Yeah, graphic design, that's better. The whole world is top heavy as a lot of places I've worked. A lot of managers, coordinators, producers. Where's all the technicians? Okay, there's an artist, designer. See? Those people I want to see. A lot of managers, directors, senior directors. I don't know how you get to be one of those people, honestly. I'm just not good at asserting. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry. Not getting into all this. Looks like a lot of involvement from Tokyo and Europe. That's cool. Happy together, join me at the top. So songs. Business development manager. A lot of copyrights in 2006 and 7. I guess that's when the series started. I mean, I could just go look this up on Wikipedia, but... 1996. Yeah, I did look up, and they had a long list of games. I think it started on PlayStation or PlayStation 2. And I'm not going to go back that far, but I might check out some of the PS4 games. Congratulations, you've completed the main story. You've unlocked challenge mode. Keep all your weapons and play through a harder version of the game to get new weapon upgrades and earn more bolts with the bolt multiplier. Create a new challenge mode, play through at any time from the title menu. Would you like to go back in time before the final fight to the chain? Well, you know, the ending, I mean, I'll admit, the ending wasn't super great. Sorry about the interruptions in them. You didn't see the whole thing, but there's other people who played this. I think I am going to continue. Let's see. Continue to the title menu and begin a challenge mode playthrough. All right, I will do this next time. And you know what? I might stream it. Thank you all very much for watching. If I do stream it, I'll title it something else. The challenge mode. Thank you to anyone who's watched and commented. And have a good night.